Good afternoon. Hello, I am Stephanie Ann Hare. Welcome to my show, Girls Gone Vegan with Stephanie Ann Hare. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm really excited. I'm making one of my favorite meals in our house. And this is a fun meal. I'm making beet burgers because when you want that nice kind of fun burger feeling, beet burgers are a great way to do it. And of course it doesn't taste like beef, but it gives you the delicious, satisfying feeling of having a burger with all the trimmings. So let me show you what I put in my beet burger. So first of all, I put in organic beets. This is a very hands-on food processing meal. I use the food processor a lot for this. And so I processed the beets. And I used 8 medium-sized organic beets. And then I just used canned organic garbanzo beans. This is 2 16-ounce cans. And I processed them. That's going to be a really nice, it gives you the good protein in there. Can't talk. And so then here I've got some red onion, some delicious red onion here. And I have 3/4 of a organic red pepper. All of these things have been processed in the processor. I've got 5 cloves of garlic, 5 cloves of delicious garlic, and 2 heirloom carrots, 1 purple one, 1 orange. Delicious. And then 1 medium zucchini. This is 1 medium zucchini. And I've got a cup of organic oats that I actually put in the processor also. And then we have rice. It's still in the rice cooker. It's not quite done, so we're going to go ahead and start, and we can add that last. We're going to process some brown rice in here also, and that's going to be great. And then for our side dish, we are going to have my favorite sweet potato fries. So I've got a sweet potato in the oven, partially cooking, so that I can make the fries. And I'm going to just check that out in 1 second. Let me check over here. Let me see how that's doing. It's been in for a while. And you can use the microwave. I tend to not like to use the microwave. Oh yeah, so it's steaming. I just put it into my cast iron skillet. And I'm going to let it cool for a minute over here. And then we're going to cut that up later for our fries. So right now, we're going to add to this bowl, we're going to add the onions. And I will tell you later in the recipe, when I post the recipe, exactly how many servings this is, because you make a lot of burgers this way. And what I do is I go ahead and make them all up, and then I wrap them and I freeze them. And then that way, anytime I feel like it, I've got a quick and easy meal. And believe me, I make like a Parmesan with them. You can put, which I don't use Parmesan though, but I use marinara and cook up a couple of these burgers and put marinara, and I've had it over spinach, or you can put it over pasta. It's absolutely delicious. And here's the beets. And the zucchini. Add the zucchini. Oh, don't break your dishes while you're doing this. The garlic. And I'm going to go ahead and stir this up. I'm going to use my hands, so let me wash my hands real quick. I'm a very hands-on person. Okay, so I'm going to add that. Now we're going to stir this. I just use my hands to mix everything together. It smells good already. All this deliciousness in here, the beets. So what happened was that I was cooking vegan for my friend, and I was cooking quite a bit. And they liked the garden burgers. And so I would get them, but they were frozen, and that's okay. But I started really looking at the ingredients, and I was never really thrilled. There was cheese, there was all kinds of weird stuff in there. And there wasn't it wasn't what I thought. So I started analyzing a bunch of them, seeing all the different stuff, and I came up with my own recipe. So this is what I've come up with. I've been making these for a couple years now. And so this is really great. All right, so I've mixed the main mixture. I hear my rice is done over here. But let's go ahead and get our sweet potato ready. We'll go ahead and just turn this off. Oh, look at that, beautiful. I've got a nice little rice cooker here, just perfect for this. Oh, we're gonna put the oats in there, and then for liquid I use a organic vegetable broth. And that's really nice because you know when you make meatloaf or something like that, you use egg. This is my liquid for it. Okay, so right now, we're gonna get the sweet potato going. I'll show you how to cut the sweet potato so that we get that into the oven. So I'm gonna use a big knife. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to just cut the end off. Oh, it's just perfect. Cut the ends off. Then I'm going to cut it in half. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut it in half again so that it's thin slice. Then I'm going to cut this piece into another. So we're going to have 4 pieces from this one potato, and you get plenty of fries from this one potato. And then you're just going to cut them in long strips. I like a medium to big size fry. I don't like the real skinny ones, but you can cut them any way that you like because it's your meal. You can do whatever you want. I'm leaving them long and big. I like them that way. They're very delicious. And so I've used the microwave to do this, but honestly, these last few times I've been using the oven, I really prefer it. So just get your oven going early and go ahead and cook them this way, par cook them. I like them better. Okay, and I've got my oven on, ready for my fries. So just go ahead and cut them. They're turning out so pretty. These are so good, and you know, the more colorful something is, the better it is for you. That's one, without having to go into all the nutritional value and look at for all this stuff. Just know that the more colorful your food is, the better it is for you. Look at these delicious fries. Okay, so now I'm going to get my cookie sheet, and we are going to lay these out. And I like to put a little salt and pepper and a little seasoning on them. I'm going to drizzle olive oil across them. I got a lot of good feedback last time I made these, and I figured why not make them again, because it is one of my favorite things to make with my garden burger is to have a delicious sweet potato fry. And you know, we went out the other day and we had burgers at this really nice burger place, and I had a garden burger. It was delicious. And we had sweet potato fries, but honestly, they were soggy, they were fried, and they weren't even crispy, and they were soggy, and it just wasn't great. So first, I'm going to go ahead and drizzle the olive oil across it, and you can get, you know, you can use a fair amount. You're not deep frying them, but and I'm going to use a little spike because I like the seasoning too. There's no salt in here. It's just a delicious blend of herbs. Okay, salt and pepper. I've got my Himalayan salt grinder. I love it. Potatoes, I always like a little more salt, but I always think that go ahead and add your own salt later, so I lightly salt things, and you can add more later. So let's get those in the oven so they can go ahead and cook while we are working on this. So we've got the rice here, very hot. Let's get a couple pot holders here. And I'm going to put it into the food processor because I'm going to process the rice too. Everything in here I like to be processed. And the good thing about the rice is it gets sticky and it helps to keep everything together. So, ow, it's very hot. Okay, so we're gonna do one. I love this food processor. It's a great handy tool to have in your kitchen. Really good. And the good thing is when you process the rice, it gets nice and sticky, and that's gonna help keep your patties nice and formed. Okay, we have a nice rice ball going here. We're gonna go ahead and add it to the mix. Delish. Go ahead, I'm gonna get a spatula. Oopsie. Get a spatula to get all that out of here. There you go. Now we're gonna go ahead and get the rest of it. So, put that back in. It is hot, Sid. Okay, go ahead and get all this delicious brown rice. I like to use brown rice. It's good for you. It's good nutrition, good protein. The rice, the brown rice, and the garbanzo beans is making a good protein for you. So these were high in protein. So you're having a complete, nice meal here. So go ahead and process it up some more. And you can see it gets kind of like a ball. Really nice. And this is going to make a lot of burgers, but you're going to want a lot of these to have on hand because you can make all kinds of delicious meals. I've even made like a vegan gravy with mashed potatoes and have these burgers almost like fried chicken. It's as satisfying as that with your gravy, with your mashed potatoes, and then make your little burgers crispy. Oh my gosh, it's absolutely delicious. So now, okay, so now we've got everything. We've got everything in here, which is great. So we're going to go ahead and stir it up a little bit. I'm very excited for these. They are so delicious and so fun and so good to have. These are really good. And they're so healthy for you. And then the beets, because of the nice red beet, you almost get this, meat looking product, which, a lot of people think they have to make their food look like meat in order for it to taste really good. I love beets, so that's a really great thing for me. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's put Himalayan salt. Just go ahead, grind up some of that, and some pepper, organic fresh pepper. Now we're going to go ahead, we're going to put on our pan here, we're going to start heating our pan for our burger. And so we're going to put it on a medium heat. We're going to put some olive oil here. Okay. Next, we're going to shake this up. This is your organic vegetable broth, low sodium. Try and get low sodium things because sometimes when you buy some of this processed stuff, it has too much salt in it. So when you do buy things, like if you're not making your own broth, which you can, and we'll do that one of these days, but right now this is just a quick one. Okay, so now this is where I start getting very hands-on with this, and I'm just going to stick my hands in here and feel it. And I can kind of feel how it mixes together. I'm going to be mixing it all up. And also going to add some spike to it. Good, healthy. Okay, and we're going to mix that up. Okay, this is great. rinse my hands off. And now, I've also got a little rye flour here that I'm going to add. This is some organic rye flour. You can use rice flour if you want to make it gluten-free, because the oats are gluten-free, and you can add that if you'd like. Okay, so now I'm going to add some of the vegetable broth, and that's going to help it stick together. And I thought the rye flour was going to taste really good, so I'm going to try that. I'm going to add a little of the rye flour. It's going to give it a nice flavor. And then I'm going to also add, as needed, a little unprocessed organic oats, just a little 1/4 cup more. And let's see how this feels. This is feeling pretty good, because you want it to be able to stick together like if you were making a meatloaf when you used to make meatloaf. Hi Claudia, how are you doing? So I'm going to add just a little bit more of the oats because I love them. And actually I like it when I see that my stuff has oats. And I'm going to add a little bit more of this rye flour too. Okay? Okay. Now let me mix this up. Oh yeah, this is good. This is good. Okay. So there you go. So you're just like you would when you use meat, you're going to make a nice burger. And I like to make a good size one. There we go. And so I'm going to make sure my oil is good. You go ahead. It's good. I'm going to add it. I'm going to make 2 big hefty ones for now for our lunch, our dinner lunch. Now that I've been doing this show, it's been so great because I've been eating my main meal a little bit earlier. It's been very nice. So there's a really nice burger. Beet burger. Go ahead. So what you're going to continue to do is you're going to find whatever size, you're going to create the ball, and then you're going to make your burger, and then you're going to line them with wax paper or parchment paper and line them in between, and then you can put them in the freezer and pop them out and have delicious, delicious burgers anytime you want. Like I say, you can use them. You can use them to make all kinds of great entrees instead of using meat. And it's really fun, and they're great to have on hand because when you feel like a burger and some fries, there you go, and then you're feeling satisfied. So now we got it on a medium heat here, and we're going to get that going. We're going to check out our fries, see how they're doing. They're sizzling, so leave them alone. They're doing good. I'm going to get my toaster over here because I'm going to use really good whole wheat bread for my toast, for the buns. You can use really good buns though too. You can get some whole wheat buns, but I like this Dave's 21 grain bread, so I'm just going to use that, which is really nice. And so you just want to cook these till they're nice and browned on both sides. And they're really pretty quick. And especially once you have them all made up like this, you pop them out and you cook them frozen and they work out just fine. Sometimes they can be a little bit crumbly, but just push them down, be gentle as you turn them, and then push them back together, and you'll be just fine. So we're going to go ahead and get your bread ready. See, I made a lot, so I'm going to have a lot of burgers there to make. And you can see they're sizzling away over here. Very nice. So the thing about cooking vegan is that you don't have to just eat vegan all the time. What I'm trying to show you is that there's lots of alternatives to eating, and there's lots of great ways to step up the nutrition in your diet. And that can be by eating more vegetables. You know, of course, we always know we're supposed to be eating more vegetables, but if you replace a couple of meals per week with a vegan diet, eating more vegetables, you are going to get a lot more nutrition. It's a fun way to eat, it's very creative, and it's really satisfying and delicious. And the more you eat this way, the better it is. So remember, I'm not saying, oh, you have to eat vegan and this is the way it is. This is just a great, fun way to eat. It's the great, delicious recipes that are good for you. My dad died of heart disease when I was younger, and you know, back then nobody knew much about diet in the early 70s, which seems so crazy, but they didn't. But so over the years, I had a weight problem, I've had an eating disorder, I've had all different things. And so I've constantly, you know, been looking at diets and looking at food and looking at what we eat. I've been in the restaurant for 40 years, and I see you know, I see what people eat on the majority of them, and I see the outcome. I see how they eat, and then I see the health condition they're in. And a lot of people, there's a lot of diabetes going on, and there's a lot of people that are overweight and heart problems and all kinds of things that actually, if you eat a little bit healthier, that you can change, you know, change your health and live a good, healthy life for as long as possible. And I'm 65 years old, so I figure it's not going to get any easier, so I need to take care of myself. I use discipline, and I try really hard. But this week, I did have a milkshake. I had a mocha milkshake when we were out, and I had my garden burger, but I did have a mocha milkshake, and it's okay. The thing of it is to live and enjoy yourself and have fun. Don't beat yourself up when you eat things that, you know, you want, and maybe they aren't on the highest nutritional level. That's okay. It's perfectly fine. So let's check these out. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, this one's looking good. All right, so I'm flipping it. Oh, it's nice and brown. Really great. Oh, these are going to be so good. I'm getting hungry. They're getting nice and brown, and I tell you, all these veggies in here are so great. So you just cook them like you would a regular hamburger. Okay? Just cook them like you do a normal, regular burger. And you're going to find that these are very delicious, and they're going to be really something that you might add to your meal planning, you know, during the week. A couple times a week. They're great to have on hand, like I say. A lot of times I'll think, oh, let's stop, let's get a burger, and then it's like, no, I can do it better home. And I get home and I pop these out, and we sit here and we're just like, wow, these are so delicious. So what I'm going to add here to the burger is I'm going to add some avocado, some fresh avocado. So I'm going to slice that up right now. Fresh avocado and tomato and some super greens with some mustard. So go ahead and slice this up and get ready, because these suckers are going to be done in just a couple minutes. And I'm starving. I'm getting smart now. I don't eat a lot before I do the show, because that way I can eat. As soon as we're done, we sit down and eat a nice meal out on my deck. Just slice up your tomatoes. Okay. Got this going on. Let's check out the fries. These are doing good. We're going to give them a few more minutes. We're going to turn them over real quick. Go ahead. Give these a flip. And super easy to make. Just flip them over. Frank, can you grab my super greens out of the fridge for me, please? Okay, so we're just going to throw these back in, just let them brown just a little bit more. And we are close. almost there. Let me move this a little bit. Yeah, Frank will get that. Okay, then thank you. So I'm going to go ahead and get this one ready. Where do I have my mustard? Let's see, where is my mustard? There it is. So I like to put mustard on them. I'm going to flip them again because they're getting a little bit brown here. Oh my gosh, these are perfect. I like them a little bit well done. These are getting a nice little brown tinge to them. It's okay. And we're going to go ahead and shut them down because they're done. And now we're going to put the mustard on. So this is a one-woman show. This is a one-woman show here. And so sometimes I step out of the camera. That's okay though. That's absolutely fine because, hey, we're live. So I'm Stephanie Ann Hare. I'm a women's empowerment coach. Uh-oh, here we go. Open the front door, Frank. And we are live. Just don't knock over the camera. Here we go with that. I guess I should turn the fan on. And I'm a women's empowerment mindset coach, and part of that is to make sure that you're doing really good self-care and you're eating very good in your life. That's going to help you with your personal development and the whole picture, okay? So, here's our burger. Got it on here. This is going to be absolutely delicious. Cut it. Then you don't have to worry if it looks like it's rare because it's not. And then, oh, there's 111. What? We got 111 left, which is angel numbers. Now we're going to add some of these great fries to the plate. And here it is. This is your garden burger, and it's so delicious and tasty, and you are going to love these. You can make them, and like I say, you can use them in any entrees. So I am Stephanie Ann Hare, and this is Girls Gone Vegan. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you next week. I will be back again next. Oh my gosh, he knocks the camera over. I'll be back again next Monday. Thank you so much. The recipe will be posted in the group. Have a great day, everybody. Remember to love yourself. Bye-bye. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Thank you. Love you guys. I can't reach the camera. See this beautiful meal?